Today we will be doing another video of the line of works on the Confederate right of what today is called Upton's Trail, leading out from Dole's Salient. We will be doing this from the other end to the video we took previously and try to do a better job of showing the works. But to orient ourselves to begin with, you'll see the beginning of the works in the foreground behind the limb. We turn to our right, which would be back toward the Confederate main line at the west angle, and you can see we are on the downward slope. The west angle is not visible through the trees. We're probably about 350 yards in front of the Confederate main line. Turning still further, you'll see in the distance between the trees the marker, the park marker showing the historical wood line of 1864. Again, you can see the bed of the trail, Upton's Trail, running along. So now, and again we'll look into our front, this is rolling terrain. Now we'll turn to begin following the works. We'll be proceeding from the Confederate left to right as we move along. You can see the ditch with the parapet in front of us. Not a very deep ditch, nor a very tall parapet. Doesn't run straight. It meanders a little bit as we go forward. Almost as if it were a series of connected rifle pits at this point. And certainly it has deteriorated over time. So when was this built, and by whom? Was it a Confederate line that they built early on and then had to evacuate? Or was it a federal line which had ditching on the front side? My suspicion is a Confederate line that they evacuated pretty quickly. Certainly they couldn't have been out here after Upton's assault. Rather thick going here. I'm going to step to the side, see if we can get a better view of it. And again, now you can see the parapet with the ditch. It's bending forward more towards the federal lines here. Now, this area had several sawmills nearby, very nearby. And as you can imagine, they wouldn't have been really careful about tearing up these works as they were skidding logs to and fro. Here you can see the ditch is about the same. Parapet a little more visible, but again, a lot of small brush, hard to get through here. So we're back in the ditch. You can see it go forward here. Now this would have probably been out in front of the left-hand regiments of the Stonewall Brigade, the 2nd and the 33rd Virginia, which were out in the field to the west of to the left of the west angle between Dole's brigade and the west angle. Now, here is where it really gets interesting. You can see that the line, well, turns and goes forward almost directly towards the Union line. Very little of it left now, but it's visible. And you can see where the ditch was, very low parapet. Again, the loggers would have done major damage to this. So here we come to an end. Again, I apologize for the wind noise and the difficulty of showing this, but in the woods, hard to do otherwise. So now we will do a GPS trace of this line.